Assalamu alaikum dear students, welcome back to my channel. We have started chapter 2, that is about the classification. Here we are going to start a very important topic, that is about five kingdom scheme. In this lecture you will study the domain system classification and different classification system used by the scientist, the five kingdom scheme, viruses and their position in the classification. So let's begin the video. Firstly we will discuss the two kingdom system. Kingdom is the largest group of the organisms recognized by the biologists. They group the organism on the basis of their character and study them. Many biologists use the five kingdom systems, and this is the scheme that consists that the animal, plants, fungi, prokaryotes, and the protists. So before this, we have started the many kingdom system, that is about the two kingdom system introduced by the Linnaeus. The two kingdom systems only have the two kingdoms, plant and animals. This system was too simple and caused problem in classify fungi and the bacteria. Next, here is the five kingdom system introduced by Whittaker. In five kingdom system, only five kingdoms are involved, like animals, plants, fungi, prokaryotes, and protists. Next, the sixth system is introduced by the Woese. In this system, six kingdoms are recognized, that is the plant, animals, fungi, eubacteria, archaebacteria, and the protists. Now the group of prokaryotes is divided into the two groups, eukaryotes, eubacteria, and the archaebacteria. This system separates the prokaryotes. Next, there is a three main systems. In these domains, there is an eubacteria, archaebacteria, eukarya. So this is the classification scheme proposed by the different scientists. In the five kingdom scheme, we will discuss that many biologists now favor the five kingdom scheme. The five kingdoms include plants, animal, fungus, prokaryotes, and prototists. However, some organisms are difficult to classify clearly. Some protists with chlorophyll resemble algae but are classified separately. So here are the features that cause the problem. Now we discuss the viruses. Viruses are not included in any kingdom. This is because that they do not have cell membrane, they do not have cytoplasm, even they do not have ribosomes, they don't show the characters of living organisms, they do not feed, they do not respire, and they do not excrete, and they don't grow. Viruses can reproduce only inside on a host cell using the host material. So viruses are not considered the fully living organism. Therefore, viruses are not included in the five kingdom system. Keep that in your mind, the five kingdom scheme, that how the organisms are classified and how the viruses are excluded from the five kingdom. And also study the going further in which the domain system are studied. Domain system have the three domains: archaebacteria, eukarya, and eukarya. Archaebacteria and eubacteria are the groups of prokaryotes. Then you have to memorize the two kingdom system, five kingdom system, and the six kingdom system, and last one, domain system. Now we discuss the importance of classification, that why classification are important. Classification helps us to identify organisms, understand relationship, study evolution, organize biological knowledge. However, classification is not perfect. Evolution doesn't produce neat groups. That's why scientists keep modifying classification systems on knowledge increases. So students, this was all about the lecture. Today we studied the three domain system, five kingdom system, the viruses, and why viruses are not included in five kingdoms. Classification is based on cell structure, mode of nutrition, body organization, and the genetic information. This is all about the lecture. Hope you will like it. If you found this lecture helpful, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your classmates.